The Boston Celtics just dominated the Dallas Mavericks in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and I can't say I was expecting it, but we're going to look today at how they did it, so make sure you stick around for the full video. First off, the 5-out cheese, their offense has been phenomenal so far, all year really, and last night it kind of exposed the Mavericks. It's making them guard all 5 guys on the perimeter. Daniel Gafford is not good at that right here, and he gets blown by a 37-year-old Al Horford, and then Luka gets dunked on by the same 37-year-old Al Horford. They got shooters everywhere. Derek White, Drew Holiday, both in the starting lineup shooting 40 plus from three. Kristaps Porziņģis 40 plus from three in the playoffs. Daniel Gafford has got to step up right there. That's why I was thinking, they'd play Derek Lively more so against Kristaps, or maybe even Maxi Kleber and not Gafford. But he does a bad job of showing right there. And like I said, just the three-point shooters everywhere. If Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are knocking down threes, especially off the bounce this series, it's going to be just about over. Derek White, once again, from the corner pocket. They over-pursue on Tatum right here. They don't talk. And that's one thing Luka has to be much better at in Game 2. Defensively, rotations especially, not just on the ball. Jason Tatum knocking down threes there. And then once again, the 5-out cheese here, just Drew Holiday going to work in the paint on PJ Washington, because all of these guys circled in red are great three-point shooters off the catch. Yes, Tatum, great three-point shooter off the catch. Not necessarily off the dribble, but off the catch, he is elite. That's the special thing about this Boston Celtics starting lineup. They can all 5 go off the bounce, and I'm not sure if the Mavericks have the guys to stop them. This Celtics team looks unstoppable right now, especially after last night. And again, they had the number 1 net rating in the league this year and the number 5 or 4 net rating of all time for a reason. This is a really, really good basketball team. They really rely on the 3-ball, but hey, they got superstars all over the place. This was a Jaylen Brown clinic last night. He played excellent defense on Luka. Luka still had 30, but he held him to 12 of 26 shooting from the field. Right here, he's just going to beat him to the spot on the screen. Al Horford's going to pick it up, and it's showtime from there. He had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 steals. Here, this was a poster. This one got me out of my seat. On your head, Daniel Gafford. And then knocking down this 3 here with 2 guys contesting. 7 of 12 from the field overall, 2 of 6 from three-point land, and then he just guesses right here on the behind-the-back move, took Luka's cookies, and then put the seatbelt on. That was kind of tough right there, I'm not going to lie. He was also a rim protector last night with his 3 blocks. Al Horford loving that. They love getting him downhill, but he was able to pull up. Like I said, if JT and Jaylen Brown are pulling up, it's going to be a long series for the Dallas Mavericks. The Celtics love to mismatch hunt. And right here, you get Jaden Hardy on Kristaps Porziņģis. It's not fair. Derek White's just going to come off the little rub screen from Porziņģis. Wasn't even really a rub screen. They just switched it. Lively switched a little prematurely. I think he probably should have let Jaden Hardy get through that. But again, you have to respect all the shooters, and that's a great job of Joe Mazzulla mismatch hunting here, because you can't help off when a 6'3 Jaden Hardy gets matched up on a 7'2 Kristaps Porziņģis. You can't help off at all. And then you expect Luka Doncic to guard Jaylen Brown if the ball gets reversed. That's bad right there. They're going to have to start pre-switching. I don't know what the adjustment is. Right here, Lively just gets a little bit too close to Kristaps, and he makes him pay. Rookie mistake there. You can't get up in Kristaps like that. He's one of the fastest bigs in the league. And then these are both wins for the Mavs. Like we said, they're going to have to make the Jays take pull-up threes, and if they're making those, you tip your hat and you try and go back and answer them on the other side. Once again, another switch right here. I thought they were going to try to go to Kristaps because he has the smaller Josh Green on him, but he's just going to pull up in Gafford's mouth. And once again, you can't help off of the Celtics. Right here, this is once again when Gafford gets dunked on, but this was the switch we're talking about. Luka does a terrible job right here, just gets absolutely blown by. Derek Jones has to stay there on Sam Hauser. He did a bad job there too, because Hauser, great three-point shooter, but it ended up in a Jaylen Brown dunk. Once again, Kristaps Porziņģis gave these boys hell in the middle of the paint last night. So did Jason Tatum. If Kristaps and JT get the ball in that paint area, it's not going to be good. This one, another poster for the Boston Celtics. This was a clinic last night offensively, and they held them to 87 points. We'll talk about that more later, though. They were elite versus the pick and roll last night. Nobody can truly take it away, but they did a very good job of minimizing it right here with the Jaylen Brown strip. We talked about the dunk, but he's like, if they can beat them to the spot and make them refuse the screen, that is what the Celtics are trying to do. Kristaps does a great job right here of, he's not a heavy-footed big. You can't just pull up over him because he's got that 7'6" wingspan. It's going to be tough. Kyrie thinks he's getting right to his spot. Kristaps says no, but he is fleet-footed enough to be able to play both the roll guy and Kyrie right there. Great job there. And then how about Al Horford? Luka was 1 for 8 last night with a 37-year-old Al Horford guarding him. Fantastic job by Al last night. And then Jaylen Brown right there. Perfect rotation. Tatum even rotates down. Brown takes away the roll guy. Tatum rotates down. And they try to reverse it to Tim Hardaway Jr. Drew flies at him. Great defense there by the Celtics. And then here we go with Derek White. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, though. Let's take a break here. Make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying today's video at any point. As you can see here, basically everybody that watches these videos is not subscribed to the channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're talking about the finals all week long. Turn on those post notifications, and we're trying to hit 200 likes on today's video. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at Kristaps Porziņģis last night. He was electric. KP finished with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks in 20 minutes of action, and he was welcomed back with open arms last night. I mean, the Celtics fans went crazy when he came back out onto the court. Was 8 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and like I said, he's the ultimate mismatch. The Dallas bigs don't get out to cover him in the pick and pop. They switch wings onto him at the perimeter and think they have a prayer in the world of guarding him. I mean, that ball barely hit the net. Here he is. And shout out to Tatum for doing all the little things. He gets that offensive rebound, then passes it out to a teammate. He's going to get crapped on because he only had 13 points, but he was their leading rebounder. He had a bunch of assists as well, a couple steals. Good, nice outing from Tatum, even though he didn't have the scoring. Now, the Celtics put on the clamps last night. Drew Holiday said it best. Even their white boys were D'ing up. We looked at this play earlier, and this is where Jaylen Brown tags the roll guy, gets the block, and then they rotate down, they run at him, and Jaylen Brown gets another block. Beautiful sequence right there. Let's watch it again. Well, only the first part. And then right here, Derek White. We talked about this in our preview video. He is an elite trail defender. He comes in behind Luka, gets the steal. Pritchard picks up Luka from the front side. Derek White from the back. Pauls, goes down and finishes the layup. Now, as a Dallas Mavericks fan, I would not be too worried yet. Your big two, only one of them showed up, and even he was less than 50% shooting from the field. Kyrie had 14 points on 6 of 19 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Not good. It looked like he was forcing early, just because he was trying to, prove to Boston fans they made the mistake there. And Porziņģis has proved that he's a much better defender than Rudy Gobert at taking away the lob and the pick and roll. And then early on, you notice there was very little ball movement. Whenever they started to make this run, there was a lot better ball movement. And, Kyrie hits a couple of these threes. They cut this game down to a 4-point lead. It's a much different game. The wings didn't play very good as well. So like I've said, it's not all Kyrie's fault. PJ didn't hit a 3. Derrick Jones, I think, hit 2. But I expect a bounce back game, too, from the Mavs. Like I said, they were 7 of 27 from 3. I think they will bounce back. And historically, in this year's in this year's playoffs, the Celtics have been good in Game 1 and bad in Game 2, while the Mavs have been bad in Game 1 and good in Game 2. So we'll see if that trend continues to play out. Y'all let me know your thoughts. The Celtics looked unstoppable in Game 1, though. So make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below if you did enjoy today's video at any point. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.